Hello, my beautiful rainbow people. Welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmoker's Bible. It contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It is literally the testimony of the prophets of Israel, as foretold in the Old Testament of the Torah, Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Christian Bible. I use the King James Version of the Bible in order to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered testimony of the various Old Testament prophets. That is what became the Book of Zion. And in order to publish it, I had to write the Potsmoker's Bible, which is a commentary and dissertation to the Book of Zion. And today I'm reading to you from the 29th chapter of Potsmoker's Bible. It's called Judgment. And we have been discussing the Ten Commandments and how I, Zion, representing the drug user, fares against Trump, representing society. And we were discussing the Ten Commandments. The commandment that says, thou shalt honor thy mother and father. I did not fare too well in this one, let me tell you. But let's go on to what what God has to say about Trump and his family, his relationships. Trump was an embarrassment to his mother. She was ashamed of his actions, and they didn't have a very close relationship. He did not honor her unless it was for political reasons. Now, I couldn't find any personal interactions about Trump and his father until after I read the book. His father was a shady real estate agent, a mogul, or as they say, a slumlord in Brooklyn, New York. He was sued more than once for housing violations, which makes him a slumlord. Trump himself faced similar charges when he took over the family business. So in a sense, he does honor his father. He too is a crook. I've learned since then that Donald Trump's father was a very demanding person who demanded loyalty above all else from his children, and Trump does honor that side of him. However, it has been known that Trump's father was born in America, and Trump claims that his father was born in Germany, where his grandfather was born. To lie about your father's birthplace is to dishonor him and his very birth. You cannot honor anyone on anything by lying about it. Trump doesn't honor either parent, although he does fall in with his father's crooked practices. King James, Zion, more innocent than Trump. Thou shalt not kill, the fifth commandment. Zion, I accidentally ran over a dog once. I have killed bugs and spiders. I've killed plants too, but I'm not a killer. I am telepathic. I could do harm if I chose, but I am not a killer. In fact, I am to a point nonviolent in both word and deed. I don't allow violence in any form to come near me. I do not kill, except for lower life forms like bugs and weeds. What I do kill, any living thing, I honor it with the prayer of evolution. I bless it with the will to evolve. I therefore honor all of life. I am not perfect. I do kill bedbugs and weeds and spiders occasionally, but I don't desire or seek to kill others. Trump, guilty. He was responsible for multiple deaths. He ordered others to kill in the name of America. These deaths were of ascending level life forms: humans, Syria, Iran, Iraq, terrorist leaders. As president, he pulled the trigger on every death he ordered. He even bragged that he could kill a human on Fifth Avenue and he would get away with it. So he admits to thinking about killing someone. Not only is he guilty of countless human deaths because he's not done yet, and the numbers are still going up, he's also guilty of killing countless animals, insects, and plants. These deaths are caused by his dismantling of the EPA. He has made global warming far worse than it had to be, and so he is partially responsible for the deaths of all those who die from climate change in the future, making him a future mass murderer. Of course, this book was finished before COVID struck, so COVID deaths that he caused weren't mentioned in it. King James, Zion, innocent, slightly. Trump, guilty as hell. Thou shalt not commit adultery. I never cheated on Rich, my husband, who I divorced. So, no, I never committed adultery. Trump. I found 6 verifiable references to Trump cheating on his wives, and 19 references to allegations of adultery as a possibility. So, by his own statements, he has cheated on more than one wife, including the First Lady at the time. King James, Zion innocent, Trump guilty. Thou shalt not steal. Okay, as a child, I did shoplift once in Omaha when I was about 7. I also did take money out of my mom's purse. I shoplifted again in Louisiana in 1978. I may be innocent, but on this one, I'm not so innocent. Although in my defense, my life of thievery was limited to my youth. I stole candy, money, and makeup. So I am guilty as charged. Trump was a slumlord. Slumlords may be considered thieves because they rent poor people housing that isn't safe. They cheat on repairs or leave people to suffer with broken pipes and holes in walls. Slumlords are thieves of a sort, crooked landlords that rip off the poor. During the 2016 election, his Trump Foundation was found to be a sham. The so-called charity donations were used to buy Trump a huge self-portrait. That money was also used for his political campaign, which is theft by unlawful taking, which is stealing. Trump has been in about 3,500 lawsuits, 38 convictions. So he's been accused of over 3,000 instances of breaking the laws. Not all of them are theft, but it's pretty safe to say that tax evasion is attempting to steal from the government. Sexual harassment, i.e. rape, is a forced taking of sex. There are at least 25 women who have accused him of sex crimes. As far as I'm concerned, the moment Trump asked Russia to hack Hillary Clinton, he was guilty of stealing the election. He should have been disqualified for election tampering. So he stole the White House, not because of collusion, but because he asked the foreign government to interfere, and they did. No one running for office can ethically call on another nation to help them to get elected. That is a violation of major proportion, and the Electoral Commission were fools to allow such blatant foreign aid. Trump cheated, and cheated is stealing. Guilty as charged. Zion guilty, Trump guilty. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. I have refused to be a narc, which is a false witness, many times. I refuse to tell lies about anyone. I always go to the person being gossiped about to inform them of the false claims about them. So please never tell me rumors or lies meant to harm. False witness. So, if I won't gossip or narc, I'm not a teller of tales. Trump. As of December 16th, 2019, Trump has given false testimony 15,413 times. CNN has a special segment of the programming set up in order to fact check his every word because he lies. Trump is a habitual liar. He tells lies every time he speaks. We have already talked about his lies about his father's birthplace, his lies about everything. He even lies about his lying. Trump is so guilty of this one offense that it alone has condemned his soul to a vegetable state. Trump is not only guilty of this one, he is condemned for it. Of all his sins, of which there are many, this one is his undoing. He has done more harm in life on earth with those lies than any other man on earth since Hitler. He is just as evil and just as hell-bent on world domination. And for that, he is condemned. You see, he is the beast of Revelation 13. He gets his power from the dragon Christian myth. He blasphemies God and is given great power. The wound was the impeachment. Well, of course, it was COVID-19 now. The wound was the impeachment that has now given him unlimited power, according to John of Patmos on or Revelations. Trump has another half a year to lord it over the earth. It's about now. Okay. Trump is going to make the most of his remaining time. Then it's my turn. I am the Zion of the Most High God of Israel. This is my world. Trump may think his lies and innuendos are going to save him from every evil thing that he has ever done. But his lies have no power over a telepath. According to prophecy, he has about 6 months left of his reign of terror. Money provided Trump with the means to speak. His greed and ego killed his soul and gave voice to his darkest thoughts. His willingness to win at any price gave life to his darkness. Trump is evil. He has no truth, no light, no means to do anything but evil. Money is the gateway drug to darkness. King James, Zion, innocent, Trump, condemned to the lowest living form on our planet. He is a dark entity and will be contained until the earth herself is engulfed by her beloved Messiah. Only then will he be allowed to move on to the darkness where he belongs. 10. Thou shalt not covet anybody or anything that belongs to another. It's of course longer than that. Zion. I studied the teachings of Buddha. I have also spent lifetimes as both Buddhist and Hindu. I am at heart a monk. I detained material possessions long ago. I denounced possessions long ago. When Kenny married Judy, I thought I was sinning to still love a married man, until a theologian showed me that Kenny wasn't married in God Three's eyes. Kenny was my husband, not hers. She was his sister-in-law, his marriage an abomination in the eyes of the threefold God. I covet nothing, not even Kenny. Trump. Trump personifies covetousness. He covets your vote. He covets every beautiful woman he's ever seen. He covets money. He covets power. He covets the entire world. Oh, to covet something is to want it, especially if it rightfully belongs to someone else. Like Obama's legacy. Trump has taken every opportunity to undo everything President Obama did. He is guilty of coveting Obama's legacy, so he has gone to great lengths to negate Obama's presidency. He's like an ancient Egyptian pharaoh defacing his predecessor's image to erase him from history. That is the ultimate act of coveting something that rightfully belongs to another. Sorry, Trump, but just to give you a taste of what you deserve, I'm going to invite the Obamas, Nancy, Adam Schiff, and Mitt Romney to be a part of Zion. They will all be remembered, but you will be forgotten in the firestorm. No one will remember your lies or your attempts to rewrite history, according to Trump. King James, Zion, innocent. Trump, toast. Guilty. Now that we've established that Trump is a plant according to the Old Testament, let's see if he is a Christian at all. Let's let Jesus be his judge. Now, I'm not a Christian, but I bet I'm more of an Essene than he is a Christian. And there we're going to take up my next time. So may the great watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from harm, and teach you right from wrong. May you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it, and make that your guild choice when we get to Camp Zion. Stay happy and high if you use drugs. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote 2 books about it. I am the Zion of the Most High God of Israel, the prophet foretold in the 54th chapter of the book of Isaiah, and I have come to set my people free and create a new nation called Zion. Come join me. Go camping. Let's go have a party. So, stay happy and high. I love you too much to ever say goodbye, so I'm going to say later now.